Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Let's get to what we just saw. We watched the Kansas City Chiefs remain unbeaten, the only unbeaten team in the NFL. Patrick Mahomes, 34-44, 291, 3 touchdowns. Kareem Hunt, 27 carries, a $106, the game-winning touchdown. Travis Kelce had 14 catches, 100 yards. D-Hop, 8 for 86, 2 touchdowns. Ocho, you and I talked about this last week, that he was going to get even more involved this week. Andy Reid said he was going to get him more involved. In overtime, he wanted him to do what Travis Kelce did against Buffalo. There's nobody over him. He wanted him to belly, and Patrick was going to put the ball on him, Ocho, but he hadn't been there a while. He doesn't know that. So he's running what he would probably run in any other offense. Ocho, when you watched this game last night, what did you like most about what you saw from the Chiefs and pulling out this victory?
For one, what I like most about the Chiefs, I want to mention D-Hop first. And being there for a week and a half or whatever it may be. Obviously, last week he had 2 catches. He wasn't a part of the offense just yet, but D-Hop today looked like the D-Hop of old. He had 8 for 86. He was able to get open, and it seemed like he's finding a nice rhythm and chemistry, obviously, with Patrick Mahomes outside of that play that you're talking about. The Chiefs always find a goddamn way to win, Unc. The Chiefs always I don't understand. I don't know what's going on. A lot of people always complain, the refs are on their side, or the calls that they always get are always timely and always in their favor. But Patrick Mahomes is special, Unc, because when it matters most, he always finds a way to come through and make the plays that matter most in the most opportune times when it counts. And that's what I saw again from him tonight.
Griff, you watched this game in its entirety. You're a big football fan. What did you like? What did you like about the Chiefs? Because the Bucs gave them all they can handle. Give Baker Mayfield credit. Ocho, they're down a touchdown, under 2 minutes to go. He leads them down the field, tie the ball game up. You know, you go to overtime, and a lot of times, so whoever gets the ball first. And Kansas City got the ball first, and they the rest is, as we say, is history. Griff, what did you like about what you saw in this game?
Well, it's unbelievable. I mean, Patrick, you can't say enough of him. I mean, he's just phenomenal. You know what I do like is the maturity level that Baker has shown over the years. I mean, he's come a long way from, Oklahoma to now. I mean, that's the most impressive thing that I saw is how he's adapted to being a professional now compared to that college life. But that team is well-oiled and they're a lot of fun to watch. 7-0. I mean, it's just, what can you say? I mean, they're a team that you gotta prepare for day in and day out. You're hoping that they get a bye week, so they get a little rusty. But they look like they're gonna get rusty anytime soon.
Yeah, but you look at them, Ocho and Griff, the 2 in-season acquisitions. They get Kareem Hunt, they lose Pacheco. Kareem Hunt's give them the balance in the run game. They need to go down a couple of receivers. They go out and make the trade for D-Hop. That's teams that says we're going for it. A lot of teams talk about, we're trying to win and we're going to go for it. But we don't see the moves that they make to show us that they're going for it. Kansas City Chiefs, they're going for it. I don't believe they're done. I believe they're going to try to add another piece, Ocho, because they say, look, I think they're going to try to add a corner because they want to shore up that side. Because if you notice tonight, there wasn't a whole lot of pressure. Spags like to bring pressure. And you can bring pressure if you got 2 dogs on the edge. Remember they had Snead last year? That McDuffie is as good as we have in this league at the corner position. So I don't believe the Chiefs are done yet. Well, tomorrow we'll find out if they're done or not. But a lot of teams talk about it. The Kansas City Chiefs be about it. They are about it. I like what I saw with give Tampa credit. Now, obviously they ended up losing the game, but I agree with you, Griff. If you look at what he was in college, he did in Cleveland. But he's found a home now. He had a short stint in Carolina. For whatever reason, that didn't work out. The Rams, we knew that wasn't going to work out. That was only because he was there because Stafford got injured. And so we know he wasn't going to unseat Stafford. But to go to Tampa, find a home, he had 2 quality receivers, although both of them are out for the time. Chris Godwin is out for the season. We don't know when Mike Evans is coming back, maybe a couple of weeks. He tweaked that hamstring again. But they have a solid team. Atlanta seems to be the cream of that division right now, Ocho. because they're good offensively, defensively. They can throw the football. They got a nice running game with Bijan Robinson and Algier. But right now, the Kansas City Chiefs at 8-0, everybody's like, who is going to be the team that knocks them off?
Somebody got to knock them off at some point. And what I think the Chiefs want to do is you want to taste defeat a little early. You want to taste defeat a little early so it doesn't happen later on, especially in the goddamn playoffs. I know it's one thing you think about the Patriots when they had their undefeated season. I'm not sure the Chiefs are built that way offensively to actually go undefeated and beat everybody that's on the remainder of the schedule. But I think that you want to get a loss, you want to get that taste, that sour taste out your mouth.
Man, I can't take this anymore. Doc, you gotta help me. Man, this stupid meme is ruining my life.
Now I know just what you need. Olipop. Ridge Rush has got fiber, natural energy. It'll pick you right up.
Oh, okay. Oh, now that's a rush.
Smile for the camera.
Ocho!
Here you go, internet.
I have a question for you. As a matter of fact, I have a question for you and Griff. Who do you think is playing better now at the quarterback position? Lamar Jackson. Now, both of them are getting it done in a different way. Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes?
Well, if you look at the totality for the entirety of the game, is Lamar and Jared Goff is playing better than Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes played well in moments. When it's a moment, it's kind of like, Griffey, you could equate this like a guy might be struggling at the plate, but he come out with runners in scoring position, and it's the bottom of the ninth, or it's the eighth inning, and he gets a hit, he drives into, or he drives it over the fence. That's what Mahomes is a big game hunter. You know, the bigger the game, the better he's going to play. The bigger the moment, the better he's going to play. And he's the one guy you trust because he's been in more of those moments than all the other quarterbacks combined in the NFL. Once Tom Brady left, nobody has been in bigger moments, came up big in bigger moments than one Patrick Mahomes. Griff, what do you like about what you see from Mahomes when you see him in moments like that?
Well, I mean, you know, big time players go to big time situations and they produce. And that's the key. I mean, you know, his track record speaks for himself. He goes on there. Like you said, sometimes he get like a little quirky sometimes, but for the most part, when it's time to lock in, he gets locked in, and you want that. And you want that from, you know, your leaders of your team. And in baseball, the same way. I mean, we got guys that, you know, are streaky, but that guy that comes in and they know he owns them, it's a different at bat. You can see how he walked to the plate. He got a whole different swag to him, you know, because sometimes, you know, he walked to the plate, he's like, oh, I got to face this guy. And then all of a sudden they bring in somebody and he knows he's like, you know, 8 for 14 against him. He got a whole new approach. And sometimes, you know, you need that. And Patrick, like I said, he's phenomenal. I mean, it was a lot of fun to watch the game, especially at the end when he said, win it. I mean, that's what you want. It ain't about, you know, time. He said, I want to win it. So we're going to win it. And that's what you want from your leaders.
Griff, let's try to equate this. Like, you see Kansas City, they're going for the three-peat, and we see some of the moves that they've made. They bring in a D-Hop. They bring in a Kareem Hunt. And the trade deadline is tomorrow, and I don't believe they're done. I still believe they're going to try to go out and get a number one corner to pair alongside Trent McDuffie. When you was playing baseball and you were on teams and they're like, okay, we're going for it, were there a particular player out there that you thought might be available that you guys can bring in when you had those great teams in Seattle, when you and A-Rod and Edgar Martinez and you had Randy Johnson, were you like, man, if we had one more bat, or we had one more pitcher, or we had a setup man, or we had a closer, did you like, guys, go get somebody?
You know, the teams that want to win are going to do it. I mean, as a player, and I speak from a player's standpoint right now, when you see an ownership go out and get somebody, to help your ball club, it not only energizes the players, it energizes the whole locker room, it energizes the front office, and also energizes the fans who are going to, and they're the ones paying the money to come see you play. So for me, when they go out and get a player, I was a hired gun one time in my career. I went from Cincinnati to Chicago, and just to get into the locker room and the guys, thanking me and stuff like that, and it's a unbelievable feeling. But also, you still got to go do a job, and it's on the job training because you talk about Hop, how he had been there a week. And I looked at an NFL playbook and I was like, oh, no, no. Cover 2, cover 3, just do this, the route tree. I'm over there like, no, I want to be a running back. Just open the hole and let me run.